The expectations coming into the season, what are the feelings right now arriving here in Oxnard, day one, here we go?
I mean, obviously, we got extremely high expectations. I feel like the most important thing is just hit the ground running. Make sure, we're up to date on the playbook, doing the things that we need to do there so that when we're practicing, we're going full speed and there's no hesitation.
There's a question about one of the stars on the team, whether or not he'll be here or not. How do you handle if CD is not here as an offense? I know it's business, but at the same time, how do you guys try and take care of business if he's not here?
I mean, we definitely got to be leaders, and we just got to make sure that, regardless of, who's practicing or who's here, that, the standard doesn't change, that we're still doing what we need to do so that when we all come together, there's no drop-off. We're working on, at 100%, that well-oiled machine. So when it gets,
First you came in as a rookie, then first year under Mike's offense. How does it feel for you personally this year? Second year in Mike's offense, you're kind of been around quite a bit now.
I mean, it's huge for me just in terms of, stepping into that leadership role in the room. Like, the offense isn't new to me. Coach Solari's, his expectations, his philosophy isn't new to me. So just really bringing the younger guys like Coop and Tyler and Nate up to speed on that and just, really being that leader for them and kind of showing them the ropes is something I'm trying to step into for sure.
How do you do that with Tyler? How do you do that with Tyler? It's not too long ago you were in his spot, right?
I mean, it makes it so easy. I mean, he's already a hard worker. He's eager to learn. We've gone over the playbook. We've done those things. And so I think the biggest thing for us now is just being consistent, continuing to put in the extra work when we need to so we can be as good as we can be as a left side.
Is he a good question asker?
Oh, yeah, great question to ask her.
What about your own expectations coming in?
I mean, for me, I want to start, I want to do better than I did last year. I'm being candid, like continuing to improve, continuing to get better in all the facets that I can be better in, and just, continuing to rise.
You said leadership a couple of times. Do you view yourself as a leader here your third year?
Yes, sir, obviously. I mean, being in the O-line room, being around the great guys that I have in Zach Tyron, T. Still, Jason Peters, all those guys, they imparted on me a lot of knowledge. And, it's my job to pass that knowledge on, to continue to make sure that the standard of our room is held, long after, I'm gone, and especially while I'm here. So definitely.
What do you need to get better at? What do you need to get better at?
I mean, everything. I mean, I feel like that's part of O-line, just the relentless pursuit of perfection, being consistent, in my sets, in my run steps, in my run fits, mentally in the game, just seeing things faster. The faster I'm able to see them, the better I am, the better I can bring guys along and really ensure that, they're doing things the way it needs to be done, the same way I am.
Getting the Pro Bowl and some All-Pro mentioned last year, is that incentive to continue that?
I mean, obviously, yeah, that's something I want to continue on. But I think the best thing for me is just being consistent and continuing to improve.
You talk about
you
being
got you got two rookies on the line. How can you relate to them to what they're going to go?
I mean, it's fast. I feel like, and I told them when they came in, this first year is going to be the longest year of your life. They went through a whole college season, and then they did all, combine training, and then they come in, they do OTAs, and then off-season training. And so I'm just, one thing I impart upon them is to just find your process and, keep a level head. Make sure you have a good support system around you. Obviously, we're going to be there for them, as a room, but just making sure that, they protect their energy because it is a long year and it's going to be challenging.
Talk about having to step up as leaders with CD not here. Still, how much of a void is it when a leader like that, an important component of your team, potentially isn't here for a while?
I mean, he's a huge part of everything we do, for sure. And it's, his presence, obviously will be missed. But, while he's handling the things he has to handle, we have to, handle business as well. And I feel like that's the best thing we can do as teammates is just make sure that we're upholding the standard in his absence. So when he comes back, we're a well-oiled machine. We're operating at 110%.
Does it ever get old stepping off the plane here, 72, sunny, and getting ready to? This is a good place to work, I would assume, here now.
I would say, it never gets old for me. It's only year 3, so I got a couple years before I start complaining.
Thank you.
Yeah.